sure and certain to destroy me. I wasn't so God-fearing. I near have the courage to come up behind him and stick a pike into his side. It's a poor thing to be an orphan, and not to have your father that you used. That you'd easily kill and make yourself a hero in the sight of all. Put me some quick, will you find me some confidence when I promised you a yoke?
And you was a small thing. What would you give me if I did wed him and did save your soul?
You?
Aye. Would you give me the red cow you have in the mountain he ran, and the right way across your right path, and a load of dung at Michaelmas and turbery upon the western hill?
I would surely. And I give you the ring that I have, and I give you the loan of a new suit, so you have them decent on your wedding day. I give you 2 kids for your dinner. I give you a gallon of butching. I call a piper on the long car from Christ Malina from Ballina. I give you the whole.
Let you wish it was coming out here. If you see yourself now, I'm thinking you'd be too proud to speak to us at all. And it'd be a pity, surely, to have your like sailing from Mayo to the Western world.
I'm not going. If this is a poor place itself, I make myself contented to be lodging here.
I'll go and I'll mark out the race course for the race this evening when the tide is low and leave you the garments. God bless you.
Well, you're mighty spruce, young fellow. Sit down now with your quiet till you talk with me.
I'm going abroad the inside for to seek Peggy.
Well, I've time and plenty to seek Peggy. And you heard me saying at the fall of night that the 2 of us should be great company.
From this out, I have no want of company. When all sorts is bringing me their food and clothing. The way they set their eyes upon a gallant orphan, cleft his father with one single blow to that breeches bed. Saints of glory, holy angels from the throne of life.
What is you?
It's the walking spirit of my murdered dad.
Is it that trapper?
Where will I my poor body from the ghosts of hell?
God save you, my poor man.
Did you see a young lad passing this way the early morning? A fallen lad.
You're a queer kind to walk in not saluting at all.
Did you see the young lad?
What kind was he?
An ugly streel out of wondrous gob on it, a little switch in his hand. I met a tramper seen him passing this way at the fallen lad.
There's harvest hundreds to be passing these days with a Sligo boat. For what is it you're wanting him, my poor man?
I want to destroy him for breaking the head on me with the cloud of a lie. 'Twas he done that. And am they a great wonder to think I traced him 10 days with that rent in my crown.
That was a great blow. And who hit you? A robber, maybe?
'Twas my own son who hit me. And he's a devil a robber or anything else other than a dirty, stuttering lout.
You'd best be wary of a mortified scalp, I think they call it, leaping around with that wound in the splendour of the sun. It was a bad blow, surely, and you should have vexed him fearful to make him strike that gash in his dad.
Is it me?
Aye, and isn't it a great shame when the old and hardened do torment the young?
Torment him in it! And I after holding out with the patience of an after saint. Until there's nothing but destruction upon me, and me driven out in my old age, with none to aid me.
It's a sacred wonder, the way that wickedness will spoil a man.
My wickedness. I mean, the after saying it is himself that has me destroyed. And here, a liar on walls, a talker of folly, a man who sees stretched out the half day the brown forms, and he's bent to the sun.
Not working at all.
And then devil of work. Or if he did it himself, you'd see him raise a haystack like the stalk of a run. Or drive home a last cow till he broke from leg at the hip. And if he wasn't at that, he'd be fooling around with little bugs that he had, finches and feathers, or making mugs of his own self in a piece of glass.
In what way was he so foolish? It was running wild after the girls, maybe.
Running wild, is it? If he saw a red petticoat coming swinging over the hills, he'd be after hiding the sticks, choking out his two sharp sides, between the leaves and the twigs. Or else, he'd be shooting out his sheep's eyes and rearing up his two ears like a hare looking through a gap. Girls, dead.
Just drink, maybe.
And here, poor fella, he get drunk on the smell of a pipe. I tell you, he'd a queer rotten stomach, I'm telling you. And when I gave him 3 pulls of my pipe of wine since, he was taken with concoctions till I had to send him in the ass car. The females nuts.
Well, I never till this day heard tell of a man the like of that.
And there, my God, you didn't surely. And it wasn't till the laughing joke of every female woman where the farm boundaries met. The way the girls just stopped their reading when they saw him coming along the road and let her roar at him and call him the Louie of the Land.
I'd give the world and all to see the like of him. What kind was he?
A long straight lizard.
And dark.
Dark and dirty.
I'm thinking I seen him.
An ugly young blackguard.
A hideous, fearful villain, and the spit of you.
Which way is he fled?
Gone over the hills to catch a coasting steamer to the north or south.
Could I put up on it now?
If you cross the sands below where the tide is out, you'll be in it as soon as himself. So you need to go around 10 miles by the top of the bay. Strike down by the head beyond, and then follow on the roadway to the north or east. Let you give him a good vengeance when you come upon him. But don't put yourself in the power of the law, for it'll be a poor thing to see a judge in his black cap reading out his sentence on a civil warrior like you. Well, you're the walking Playboy of the Western world. And that's the poor man you have divided to his breeches belt.
What will Peggy say when she hears that story? What should be saying to me now?
She'll knock the head of you, I'm thinking, and drive you from the door. God help her, to be taking you for a wonder. And you a little schemer, making up a story that destroyed your dad.
To be letting on he was dead and coming back to his life, and following me like an old weasel tracing a rat, and coming in here and laying desolation between my own self and the fine women of Ireland. And you kind of carcass that you're free up on the sea.
There's talk for a man's one only son.
His one son, is it? May I meet him with one talk in a taking? And when I to be seeing 70 devils in the twist of the rod. And when all timber lag on him to go limping into the scarting grave. There he is now crossing the strands. And that the Lord God would send a highway to wash him from the world.
Have you no shame? What is it? You're crying, is it?
And with I after seeing the love light of the star and knowledge shining from her brow, and hearing words that put you thinking on the holy bridge and speaking to the infant saints. And now she returning again, and speaking hard words to me, like an old woman with a spad in the ass, she'd have urging on Aidan.
There's poetry talk for a girl who's sweet itching and scratching, and she with the stale stink of putching on her from selling in the shop.
It's unlike his fish to be handling merchandise in the heavens above. What are you doing now, I asked you? Now you kind of wonder it was jilted by the heavens when the day was by.
You'll be doing like myself, I'm thinking, when I destroy my man. For I'm above many's the day. Odd times and great spirits, abroad in the sunshine, darning a stocking or stitching a shift. And odd times again, looking out on the schooners, hookers, trawlers, the sail of the sea. And I thinking on the gallant, hairy fellows is drifting beyond, and myself long years living alone.
You like me so?
I am your like, and it's for that I've taken a fancy to you. And I with my little house, will you be myself to tend you and none to ask were you a murderer or what at all?
What would I be doing if I left Peggy?
I've nice jobs you could be doing. gathering shells to make a whitewash for our hut within, building up a little ghost house, or stretching a new skin on an old colour I have. Yet my hut is far from all sides. It's there you'll meet the wisest old men, I tell you, at the corner of my field. And it's there yourself and me will have great times, whispering and hugging.
Is it Peggy, Mike?
It's the young girls, I'm thinking, coming to bring you to the sports below. And what is it you have me to tell them now?
Aid me for to win Peggy. It's herself only that I'm seeking now. Aid me for to win her, and I'll be asking God to stretch a hand to you in the hour of death, and lead you shortcuts through the meadows of ease, and up the floor of heaven to the footstool of the Virgin Son.
There's praying.
They're coming. Will you swear to me and save me for the love of Christ?
If I aid you, will you swear to give me a right of way I want, and a mountaineer am, and a load of dung at Michaelmas the time that you be master here?
I will then, by the element of stars at night.
And we'll not say a word of the old fellow. The way Peggy won't know your story to the end of time.
And if he chances to return
And
again?
we swear he's a maniac and not your dad. Take an oath, I seen him raving on the sands today.
Come on to the sports below. Helen says you're to come. The leopards begin. We've a jockey suit to fit behind you for the new race in the sands below. Come on, will ya?
Peggy, be on.